Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Box Office Receipts for the weekend of October 4th, 2019. I am your host Tyler Callahan, and we got quite a bit of news to talk about with Joker, as well as the usual updates. So let's start with the weekend top 5. Opening in first place is Joker with 96.2 million. In second place is Abominable with 11.9 million for a total of 37.7 million. In third place is Downton Abbey with a total of 7.9 million for a total of 73.6 million. In fourth place is Hustlers with 6.3 million for a total of 91.1 million. Lastly, in fifth place is It Chapter 2 with 5.3 million for a total of 202.2 million. Well, first off, I was right about the weekend top 5 lineup, but it was an easy one to predict. Now let's talk about Joker. To my question from last week, if anyone predicted it would do over 90 million, give yourself a pat on the back because you were right. I had it coming in around 87 million, and it did a few million over that. Right now, while some of the reviews are scared of the movie or giving it a bad review due to some comments of what the director said, the audience is loving this movie and has had good word of mouth. Barring a massive drop next weekend, Joker is now on track to easily pass 200 million with domestic and maybe even 250 million. This has also taken the crown of the biggest opening weekend in October, passing Venom from last year, who took it from Halloween, which came out 2 weeks before Venom. Joker may not keep this record, however, as next October we are getting a repeat of 2018 with Venom 2 and Halloween Kills. Besides that, this is the biggest opening weekend for director Todd Phillips, Joaquin Phoenix, and Robert De Niro, if you can believe it. Considering the year Warner Bros. Has had so far, It Chapter 2 and Joker are coming in clutch to make sure this year is not a total disaster. Heading to some international updates, Joker opened to 152.2 million for a worldwide opening weekend of 248.4 million. This is also the biggest opening weekend worldwide for October, taking another achievement from Venom. These early numbers do suggest an overperformance internationally. I wonder if the movie can keep that up and for how long. Abominable is slowly making more now, with it at 38.5 million for a worldwide total of 76.3 million. Downton Abbey is holding with 61.8 million for a worldwide total of 135.4 million. Hustlers has now passed 100 million worldwide, with it now at 110 million. Rambo now has passed its budget, which was around 50 million, and is now at 64 million, but will obviously still need to make more money to actually make a profit. Ad Astra is now at 111 million worldwide, is now starting to slow down. It looks like it may reach 150 million, but 200 mil looks like a long shot. Now for this weekend, we got a few new movies coming out. The biggest one is Will Smith action movie where he fights himself with Gemini Man. Then we got the Addams Family as an animated movie, and then a comedy called Jexy. While Gemini Man is the biggest of the three, Box Office Pro has it tracking around 28 million for an opening, and reviews on Rotten Tomatoes so far have not been great. So look for Joker to repeat as number 1. If accounting for a 50% drop, Joker would still come in at just over 45 million. So my weekend top 5 predictions are Joker, Gemini Man, The Addams Family, Abominable, and lastly, Jexy. So I was close of flipping Abominable and Jexy, but I just have a hunch Jexy will bomb. I'm not seeing much advertising for it, and Box Office Mojo has it at 2,300 theaters, so not a big wide release. It would need to do great within those theaters to get close to a $10 million opening. And that's it for this week's episode of Box Office Receipts. Do you think Abominable will come in 4th place? Usually I ask, what's number 1 going to come in at that, or who's going to be number 1? But I really think Abominable will come in over Jexy. Do you think I'm right, or do you think I'm crazy? Let me know on Instagram at Tyler Callahan Media, or on my Facebook page. Link to that is in the description. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next week.